Hey everybody, Juan here, welcome back to the channel. For this video, let's talk about video game subscription services because whether we like them or hate them, we simply cannot deny people that they are probably going to stick around at least for the next little while. Previously, we talked about services like PlayStation Now and Xbox Game Pass, and even over 1 year ago, I sat down and we talked about Humble Monthly, which is a PC-based game subscription service where you pay a monthly fee and you got access to a random array of video games, but they are no longer called Humble Monthly. Instead, they are now Humble Choice because the choice supposedly is between you and me as gamers. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about Humble Choice, what it is, what it includes, the games available for the month of January 2020, and ultimately address the question, at least as somebody that has been subscribed since the launch of Humble Monthly, is Humble Choice worth it? But before we keep going, if you like what I do, please consider hitting that subscribe button, hit on that notifications bell, go down to the comment section and let me know. What do you think about Humble Choice, whether you're subscribed, you heard about it, or you're watching this video and you want to give me your opinions about it? So, keep up to 9 games forever. These games are sometimes keys for Steam, Epic Game Store, Ubisoft. It depends on the games of choice. Get it? Let's scroll down and find out what it includes. We curate 10 plus games for you to choose from. Every month, you get to choose up to 9. We're going to go into much detail right now, so let's scroll down over here. What happens is that say you pay $5 a month or $45 a year, you get access to the Humble Trove, which are not these games. These right here are the games included for the month of January. Humble Trove is actually its own entirely separate list of video games that you can download right now. So as long as you're subscribed to Humble Choice, you can play any of these games. If you see that it has this icon, which I believe all of them do, what that means is that you download them directly to your computer. So you do not need a Steam, Epic Game Store, or anything like that, which is pretty awesome. And I've talked about some of these games, including Keyboard Sports. These are not necessarily new games. Elephant in the Room, that was one of my first videos related to Humble Monthly or Trove, but they're available. You can check them out. You get that for $5 a month or $45 a year. Now let's scroll down again and check out what you get for $15 a month or $135 a year. You get access to, once again, Humble Trove, 10% or up to 10% off Humble Store purchases. But here's where it gets meaty and juicy. You get to choose 3 games a month. You get to choose between 3 of these games, but it depends on when you subscribe. So if you're checking out this video in April 2020, the game selection is going to be completely different. When we keep going, say you pay $19.99 or $180 a year. You get to choose 9 games every month. You get access to the Humble Trove, plus you get up to 20% of Humble Store purchases. So up to 10% off or 10% more than the previous 10%, but that doesn't always apply. So say you go to the Humble Store. Here we see Temtem, which is a Pokemon-like game. When I go there, even though I have the highest tier, I only get 10% off. Now, I actually don't have any of these tiers. I have them called the Classic tier. That was for the people that were subscribed to the Humble Monthly. They stay subscribed, and we actually get access to 10 games a month. So what we're going to be doing is checking out some of the trailers and all of that stuff from those games, and you and we're going to actually choose the 10 games that maybe I play 5, maybe I don't play the other ones, but if you'd like me to play any of these games for a future video, please let me know. So these are all of the games. Middle-earth: Shadow of War is a sequel to Shadow of Mordor, which was one of the bigger titles for the launch of this generation. I know it won many Game of the Year awards. So it does happen in the Middle-earth, like the Lord of the Rings universe. It is an open world game. I guess if you wanted to compare it to another game, it would be like an Assassin's Creed. I think it's interesting that on the very website, you get access to multiple pictures and videos, but here it is alpha gameplay of a game that came out a couple of years ago. Now, keep this in mind. It says price $49.99. You and I know that's not the price right now. That is the suggested retail price. So you have to keep in mind, say you subscribed to $20 a month, this game is probably around $20 right now, but I don't think I'll pick it. I don't think I'm good with that. These games are too long. I'm looking for something silly, fun. So let's go over to Graveyard Keeper, which I actually know very, very little about.
Fantasy and adventure. Everyone needs a hero. One of courage, valor, and
What's with the voice?
to dispose of the countless bodies of idiots who don't read the rockslide warnings.
I mean, that guy had it rough.
Indeed, has the most important job in the lands,
Okay.
so that the fallen can rest in peace and keep their honor.
This trailer is showing me nothing
This
about the
is a
game.
story of business triumph
I mean, visually I can see the game, but you know what I mean.
This is a story of the graveyard.
Graveyard Keeper. So it seems to be like a Minecraft-like game. You play the Graveyard Keeper. So is this like Stardew Valley, but in the graveyard? Because it does look a lot like that. It is a $20 suggested price. I think I'm good for now. Now, 2 Point Hospital, I can already spoil. This is absolutely one of the games that I will choose because I actually wanted to play this game when it first came out, but I just never purchased
Over
it.
52% of our patients believe they leave healthier than when they arrive.
Does this show gameplay? Let's skip to the
And
gameplay.
Let us ease your worries and noggin gently out of your body.
This is like a tycoon game.
Infection is no laughing matter. Put your
You build your own
trust and
hospital.
oversized shoes in our capable hands. We're building a brighter, safer future, and hardly anything will stand in our way.
Nothing can go
You
wrong.
deserve the best. So join us at 2 Point
Join
Hospital.
us.
We're open for new staff, new patients, and a new you.
This
Can I
hospital
go play
looks
golf yet?
great.
I'm
What could go
teeing off
wrong,
at 3.
right? Build, cure, improve. I think it's also coming out on consoles this year, but this is without question one of the games that I'll get. So check this out. You get 2 options. It does remind you 10 choices remaining. You can either get the game or give to a friend. Because you get a Steam key, or depends on the game once again, you can actually opt out to say like, hey, I'm choosing this game, but not for myself, it's gonna be for a friend. So you could hypothetically split the cost with somebody, or if you wanna score some points with a significant other, you can get the game for them. So I'm actually gonna choose get game, and it says 2 Point Hospital claimed right there on the upper right side. There's my key, which I will conveniently block out of the video. Never streamed this live because I was thinking about doing a stream about this and that would not have ended beautifully. Dirt Rally 2.0 plus 3 DLCs, count them. 3 of them. The Dirt Rally games are really fun. I think I would maybe get this game if I had a beefier computer. I have a 1060, 1070 graphics card, I forget which one. And because I capture footage, right, for videos and things like that, it's hard to play a game at a high frame rate or high resolution, high graphics quality, and record as well, or stream. So that's why you actually don't see a lot of video game footage for PC games right here on the channel. I've tried, even going back to the RE2 remake, but that has nothing to do with all of this. I think I'm going to be good with that. Now, Street Fighter V will be another game that I get. Doesn't have a trailer, but I think everybody here understands fighting game, right? Ryu, Ken, I forget the other DLC fighters, etc. But even though I can't play this maybe at the highest quality, I have wanted to give Street Fighter V a shot. Even though I have a PS4, I just haven't purchased it because I didn't feel the need to. I'm not a fighting game pro or anything like that. For me, it's all about that casual play. So if you have Street Fighter V and you want to kick my ass on PC, boom, there's my key, which is once again blocked out. So we got 2 games. We got 8 choices remaining. Let's check out Bad North at $14.99 MSRP. Is it worth it? Is it like a tower defense game? So there's an island. We do have characters. New upgrades and meta. Okay, so this is a trailer of an update. They should put the default gameplay trailer, not the update trailer first, because it does get confusing. I've heard some good stuff about this game. Haven't really seen a lot of footage of gameplay, but I like the style. This is where you take a bit of a risk. I think that with games like, or services like Xbox Game Pass, PlayStation Now, and now this, because you get access to the games or genres you otherwise maybe would not have checked out, you can take a risk. I got 8 picks, and if I don't love this game, guess what? I played it for a little while, I can formulate an opinion about it, and I can at least say, hey, I'm not just judging it based on a gameplay trailer, I'm judging it because I actually got a chance to play it. Trailmakers, this game I know nothing about. $25, it is a racing game, which usually for me would be skip, but it does seem to be more on the arcadey side. So let's check it out. Oh. We got some transforming. Whoa, 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 what is this? Ooh. So it's more of a building game. So you got some resources. Ooh, you actually get to build your vehicle. Okay, this looks interesting. I'm wondering how long does it take to make that? Because that's always my biggest fear about games like that, right? So if you played this game, I would love to know, is it like a five-hour investment to get a basic vehicle going? Ooh. What do you do? Oh, okay. I was actually going to ask, so what do you actually do with the vehicles once you have them, right? Because if you just build them, it's like, okay, whatever. You know what? I think I'm going to get you. I now have 6 picks remaining. I got a couple games, but hypothetically, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I could technically get all of the remaining games because I don't think that, because somebody may ask this, I don't believe the picks are all over. So I don't think there's a scenario where it's like, oh, you didn't pick 2 games from last month, so you get 2 bonus picks. I do not believe that is the case. Now we're on to Onrailed. Interesting trailer to start off with, but game mode endless. So right off the bat, I can see it's a co-op game. Resource builder. You build a track. Ooh. You get to be a dinosaur. Oh, okay, I get it. Okay. So the train is slowly moving. You got to gather the resources to get the train to the next. Oh, I like that. Does it have online? Oh, yeah, check it out. Onrailed is a chaotic online and couch co-op multiplayer railroad construction game where you work together with your friend as a team to build a train track across endless, procedurally generated worlds. These are the games that, once again, if they were not in this service, I would have never really heard about them. I think I saw a trailer for this game on Get Indie Gaming, awesome YouTube channel. If you haven't, please subscribe to that. You kind of just forget about these games, so I got it. I already know I'm not choosing grip, so I'm kind of in the scenario where I am forced to choose one of these, because I'll just show this game now. Show. I have played this game on Xbox Game Pass, and it's the opposite effect of, oh, well, I got to play because of a subscription service. I downloaded it, and it's like fun, but you know when a game just doesn't quite click with you? That happened to me a lot playing this game, where it's like, I get what you're going for, because it's this whole thing of like action racing. You do get some attacks, but there's no soul to it, right? I naturally compare this to something like Mario Kart, even though it's completely different, or Twisted Metal, but those games had style, personality, whereas this game I thought just looked kind of pretty. But the MSRP is $30, and next, now Mages of Mr Alia, $20 action-adventure indie game. It's like a platforming game. You got a skill tree.
Just like constellations in the starry sky.
I'm assuming it's single player only. Animation could be a little smoother, but I'm really picky about animations as a whole, so. Yeah, where do you stand on this one? Okay, I think we have a pretty good idea, right? Don't want to have this video take on too long, even though it's already been a couple of minutes, but I don't know. This is the type of game that's like, look, I wasn't feeling like this must buy. Now this game I gotta play. This I will definitely buy, and I gotta work on a stream or something. It's a straight up fighting game about ponies, and this is not My Little Ponies, although I could be super wrong about this. Apparently, they were trying to work on a My Little Ponies fighting game. They did not get the licensing, but because they were already working on this, you know, the engine, etc., they did this. But it doesn't just look like a cute fighting game. Looks super awesome. Cute creatures, Chris Combat. Ooh, you can dress them up. Oh yeah, gotta work on that. Why did that sound sexual? Interesting. So we have two fighting games with Street Fighter V and with Them's Fighting Herds. Oh, okay, so if you have these games, you get some exclusive stuff for them. So I'm gonna get the game. Boom, got it. Now notice we are down to one game and I got 4 choices. And I'll be real in saying that right now, none of them are just jumping right now like, wow, I have to get this video game. As we watch this, would it be worth it to spend, wait a minute, how much was it? $180 a year. Look, you're definitely gonna get more bang for your buck by getting that, but you're not always gonna get games that you definitely wanna check out. On the flip side, this is $135, and that's not a big price difference. Compare that, $19.99 to $15. It's $5, but it's not $20 difference. Whereas you get 3 games here and 9 games over here. I know exactly why they did that, because it's like, well, if you're going to spend 15, you may as well spend 20. If you're going to do this, save up, get a couple more bucks and get that. Technically, the last one is the best option, but
yeah. You could say
I don't know. I'm not feeling it.
Enjoy your trip to the middle of nowhere.
So this is more of a throwback adventure game.
Those 2 lovebirds of yours just turned a double homicide into an anti-terrorism.
Whispers of a Machine is a sci-fi Nordic noir that tells the story of Vera, a cybernetically augmented special agent tasked with investigating a string of murders.
You have to be aware of the rumors. How agents like you are supposed to be equipped with some kind of advanced cybernetics.
These are super cool games. I have no doubt that this is a pretty beefy, lengthy game. And with, once again, a pretty good backlog, it's a case of I definitely have some games from this month, like 2 Point Hospital, Street Fighter V, and Onrailed are 3 games that for very different reasons I want to get. What if, hear me out, what if you could actually double down on a game and get a copy for yourself and get a copy for a friend? I think that would persuade a lot of people, because it's like, oh my goodness, I have Street Fighter, you don't have it, guess what? Now you do. You can get that. Even at the 3 games a month tier, you could get 2 copies of the same game, one for you, one for your friend, and you could get another game that is of a completely different genre for you to check out. So do I think that Humble Choice is worth it? Even me, that has the classic tier with 10 games a month, you can't even subscribe to that tier. I have 4 options remaining. I'll probably get Mages of Mr Alia and Graveyard Keeper, but after that, I'm pretty much good. So I would say maybe check it out for a month, subscribe, check out a couple of the games. If the month comes to an end and you realize, oh my goodness, I subscribed to something and I barely even checked it out or played any of the games, then maybe, yeah, your time is better spent on something like Xbox Game Pass, where games do cycle in and out, but unlike Humble Choice, you don't have to select. You can just download the games, check them out, and have a pretty good time. So as I scroll through the Humble Trove games, so you can check out some of the ones that you can download right now as of January 31st, 2020. Let me know what you thought about the Humble Choice, if it's a service that's for you. For me, once again, it's okay, but the Balconing Simulator 2020, what the hell? Anyway, if you like what I do and you want to help support the channel, you can hit on that subscribe button, hit on that notifications bell, make sure to give me that thumbs up, because that does make me feel pretty happy, and check out A Short Hike. Even for the $5 a month, the full retail version of this game is also out now, but Short Hike is an amazing game, and this is the type of video that I don't necessarily do a lot of, because I tend to focus more on console videos, Wii U, Switch, etc. I definitely want to showcase more video game subscription services throughout 2020, because with the competition between all the consoles and PC, I think the services are only bound to get beefier and better on every single week. So up until next time, thank you for watching, supporting, and take care, everybody.